All right, what's up guys? My name's Cooper. Today I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about ultimate Frisbee, which is a passion of mine. Although the school doesn't have a team, I think it's really cool because you get to go outside and play pickup games with your friends or even just throw around with a partner. To briefly explain the rules, it's just like football where you got a rectangular field with 2 end zones on either side, and then you've got horizontal boundaries that you cannot step out of. Your goal is to pass the disc through your teammates across into the end zone, but the main difference from football is that you cannot move with the Frisbee. So that makes your 2 most important throws, your backhand and your forehand, very important as you're standing on a pivot foot. So we're going to be teaching you how to do that today. Okay, so anyways, we're here at Mulberry because after you warm up, you want to prepare your setting and your materials. Obviously, all you're going to need for your materials is a 175 gram approved ultimate disc, and that's just so you get used to playing the game the way professionals play it. And Mulberry is great because there's not a lot of trees where you can lose your disc, and you've got plenty of open space to play. So we're going to get onto our throws now. All right, so when I say Frisbee, a lot of people think of the throw that's called the backhand, which looks like this. And the grip for the backhand is what I'm going to teach you initially. So you want to have a flat, open palm like this, and you're going to take the lip of the disc and press it into the flat space right there. And simply curl your fingers and your thumb around it like that, so you're pinching it. I prefer to have my pointer finger on the rim of the disc like this because I think it makes it a little more steady. When you're throwing a backhand at a shorter distance, just like a small pass, you're going to throw it in front of you, and you're going to flick your wrist at the top of the motion. And that's going to create spin, and the more spin that the disc has, the longer it's going to stay in the air. Now for a longer thrown backhand, the biggest thing is, since you're on your pivot foot, which in this case is my left foot, you're going to want to step across your body. That's the biggest tip, because that's going to generate the most amount of rotational energy, and it looks essentially like this. You're going to start low across, and you're going to create drive with your torso and your arm, and you're going to go down to up like that. So that's going to get, you want to think of that as like your driver in golf, and that's going to be for your long bomb passes when you're playing the game. Make your decision now. Head won't stop spinning. Love me, let me know. Around the corner, I started seeking. I just felt so alone. Silence the sea. All right, so the next throw is the forehand, which is on this side. It's a little bit trickier to learn because people are less familiar with it, but that's where the grip becomes most important. So you're gonna create a finger gun with 2 fingers, not 1, and you're gonna place it on the inner lip of the disc like this. Then, with your thumb pinching on the top and your other fingers resting on the side here, you're gonna wanna hold it level to throw it. The biggest thing is you don't want to fling your arm like this because that's going to make the disc wobble and not create enough spin. What you really want to do is flick your wrist as hard as you can while keeping it on a steady plane. One tip for beginners is, if you need to, you can extend your pointer finger into the middle of the disc to create a more level space or tabletop. So I'm going to just throw it over here to Austin.
Bang!
Decision now. Head won't stop spinning. Love me, let me out. Head won't stop spinning round. Make your decision now. Make your decision. Head won't stop spinning. Love me, let me out. So a drill that's really helpful in practicing both of these types of throws is a drill that Austin and I like to do, where you start as close as you can and you have little passes like this. And after you make one, between the 2 of you, you step back, and then you do it again. And you just keep going like that. Also, pro tip, make sure you're catching alligator like this, or crab with both hands. Don't be the guy dropping on this one. Or you just catch with one hand and you can't do it because it's a little weird. But once that happens, we're gonna step back in and start all over again. So get practicing. All right, although we don't have this really cool sport at Zionsville High School, I hope we inspired you to try something new and get out there with your friends.